Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be talking about the Anker SOLIX C300 DC portable power station, which is a compact and powerful device that is capable of charging multiple devices and also acts as a reliable source of power in case of emergencies. So Anker actually sponsored this video just so I can talk about this new product, and I'll be comparing this to the older version, which is the Anker SOLIX 548 Power Bank. Interestingly, I think a product like this is much more relevant today than it would have been a few years ago. Most people have phones now, and that's essentially how we communicate with the rest of the world. I don't know if you guys remember a few months ago when a storm hit Texas and basically a lot of people lost power for about a week. I actually know some people who live there and thankfully they're okay, but not having anything to charge your devices was such a huge problem for them, especially for those who have kids. Personally, I think we take power and charging for granted, so having something like this can be very, very handy. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the different features of this product, compare it to the older version, and why you might want something like this at home or to bring with you in your different adventures. First and foremost, I want to point out that the name Anker SOLIX C300 DC is relevant in this video because there's actually another version without the DC, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So let's talk about capacity first. The C300 DC has a substantial 288 watt hour or 90,000 milliamp capacity. Now, to put that into perspective, one of my favorite chargers, which is the Anker Prime Powerbank, has a max capacity of 27,650 milliamps. That's enough to charge most of my devices for an entire day. And the usual chargers that you can find at stores usually carry around 2,500 to around 10,000 milliamps. So when you're in a remote area, you can charge your smartphone multiple times, keep your laptop running, or power small appliances without worrying about running out of juice. This unit delivers an impressive 300 watt of output power. It features 7 outlets, including 4 USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, and a car socket. The dual 140 watt USB-C ports are a game changer because that allows for super fast charging, which means that it can charge the power station to 100% in just 90 minutes. So if you like to go camping, this is actually perfect for you because thanks to the 100 watt solar input, you can actually charge this using solar panels in around 3 hours. I actually know a couple of creators who are always going on different adventures, and usually they carry multiple power banks or one big one. But I think this size is just perfect. And I love the fact that this is really portable because first of all, Anker added this travel-friendly strap, and also it's only about 7 inches tall and about 4 inches wide, and weighs in about only 5 pounds. It's really not that heavy. You can easily put this in your trunk or even your luggage. It's nice to have something like this at home in case of emergencies. Now, I say that not just because you have power at your fingertips, but because this actually has a built-in light at the top in case of emergencies. This can come in really handy for camping trips or even if you get stuck on the side of the road. It's just a really nice addition that they added to this power station, making this a real multi-purpose device. The Anker SOLIX C300 DC uses lithium iron phosphate batteries that are rated for 3,000 cycles, ensuring long-lasting performance. It also has a smart temperature control system that monitors up to 100 times per second and an impact-resistant structural design, making it very reliable and quite durable. And just like my other Anker products, you can actually pair this to the Anker app, which is super handy because it lets you customize your power settings, whether you're connected to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and you can easily check the status of your power station and adjust settings to suit your needs. So I mentioned earlier that I was going to compare this to the older version, which is the Anker 548 Powerbank. They're very identical in terms of size and weight, but the 548 has a capacity of 60,000 milliamps and a total output of 192 watt hours. And that's a pretty solid option if you ask me. However, the C300 DC offers more with its 90,000 milliamp capacity and 288 watt hour output. The 548 power bank features 2 USB-C ports and 2 USB-A ports with a maximum USB-C output of 100 watts. In contrast, the C300 DC provides more versatility with 7 outlets, including dual 140 watt USB-C ports. This means that the C300 DC can support more devices simultaneously and recharge faster. So for someone who needs more power outlets and faster charging and just more capacity, this one would definitely be the better choice. And yes, the 548 also has this camping light built in. Now, I mentioned earlier that the name C300 DC is relevant because there's actually another version, which is basically the bigger version of this, and that's called the C300, no DC in the name. And that model doubles the output of the C300 DC and includes AC outlets, making it suitable for powering larger appliances. It's a bit more expensive and a little bit less portable, let's put it that way, but it does offer incredible performance for demanding needs. The C300 DC is priced at $199, which I think is a fair price for what it offers. However, you can get this for an early bird price of $149 from August 14 through September 3. The bigger version, which is the SOLIX C300, retails for $249 with an early bird price of $189 during the same period. So even if you're not planning to go on extended outdoor adventures, I think it's very useful to have something like this in your home in case of emergencies, especially if you have kids. Because like I said in the beginning, we take for granted the fact that we have power. I think we just think that we can draw power anywhere easily. But when something happens and we lose power, then we can't communicate with the rest of our family or friends. So I think having something like this at home can be very, very handy. Keeping this in your car when you travel can be very, very useful as well. As a matter of fact, I actually took this on a recent road trip with my family when we went to Utah. And it was very nice to actually use this to charge our devices instead of using the ports that are found in modern vehicles. So the problem with charging in your vehicle is that first you have to keep it running, and second, the speeds in those ports offer aren't really reliable. So they're essentially just very, very slow. When you're charging it in the vehicle, that means you have to sit in the vehicle. But with the Anker SOLIX C300 DC, we were able to enjoy our time in the outdoors while charging multiple devices reliably and fast. This actually came in very, very handy during that trip. And if you're a content creator who likes to film in remote locations, I think having this in your toolbox is a very, very smart idea. But to me personally, I think the two main reasons to have something like this at home is one, for emergencies, especially since I have kids, and two, for convenience when we travel. So check out the links in the description below, and I would take advantage of that early bird pricing. Now, this is the part where I actually say, but wait, there's more, because Anker is actually giving you a chance to win a SOLIX C300 DC with a small rig photography kit. To participate, it's really simple. You just enter your email, you upload your photo, and share it on Facebook to double your chances of winning. I just want to say thanks again to Anker for sponsoring this video and for sending me these two models to show you guys and to compare. I hope you enjoyed this very simple video, and I'll catch you guys again very, very soon.